guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup video about how I do this look using the Colourpop Yes Please palette, which I got for my birthday a few months ago, and it's basically a really good burnt orange, orangey, warm tone look that will be, I think, good for any season and for any skin tone. If you guys are unsure about how to use these warmer red tones that have been really popular recently, hopefully this will be a good wearable look for you guys. Stay tuned if you want to see how to do this look. Okay, so first we're going to start off with a clean, moisturized face. I did all my skincare already, and for this look I'm actually not going to do any foundation. So I'm just going to pin my hair back, and then I'm going to do a little bit of contour and blush. As usual, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury palette in the Filmstar Bronze and Glow in Fair Medium, and I'm going to go into the sculpting or the contour shade and use my kabuki brush because I don't have a bronzer brush, and I'm just going to go in and contour the cheekbones, a little bit up the temples and on the jawline, and then I'm going to do the other side. Next I'm going to go into the highlight shade and do that on the highlight high cheekbone areas right here. And on my Cupid's bow. Alright, next I'm going to use some concealer. It's my Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer in the shade 7. And I'm just going to get rid of some of these red spots and a little bit of acne scarring that I have on my chin. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to go into blush. I like to use my favorite Glossier Cloud Paint in Puff, and I just take a little bit, like one tiny squeeze. It's like barely anything. And I basically pat this in 3 areas on my cheek. So I do once in the middle, and then on the sides, kind of going upwards. And then I just use my fingers to blend it in. Mostly sort of focusing on the middle area, but bringing it upwards. I actually really like this like flushed look where it looks like you may have a tad bit too much blush on, but I think it looks really good. Alright, next I'm going to go into brows. I'm going to use my usual Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. I finally got a new one. You don't even want to know how long I had my other one for. So I'm just going to brush through my brows first and then lightly fill them in. And then after that, I just spoolie through it once. And do the other side. And spoolie once. So now the star of the show, we're gonna get into the eyeshadow palette. Before I ever start any eyeshadow look, I always go in with my Nars Smudgeproof eyeshadow base, and it just acts as a good base and eyeshadow primer for the shadows, especially like today where it's a little bit more of an intense eyeshadow look and the colors are really pigmented. You just want to be careful and you don't want any smudging, creasing. Okay, so here's the palette. It has a lot of great colors, reds, yellows, but today I'm going to mostly be focusing on the burnt orange colors, and that's a good starter for those who want to get into these burnt orange red tones but not be too crazy about it. I think it's a nice pop of color. So first I'm going to go into Full Zip, which is a good color to put all over the lids. Next, I'm going to go into Big Cocktails, which is basically the main color of this look. It's a really pretty burnt orange, and I think it'll look really great. One thing I noticed with using these Colourpop eyeshadows are that they're kind of powdery when you use brushes, so just be careful with that. Alright, I'm going to pat this into the lid. And I'm mostly focusing on the lower part of the lid. So don't go too high above where your eye lid ends. In sort of a half moon shape. So when I look up, I don't see too much. Again, focusing only on the lower half of the lid, not bringing it up too high. You can always open your eye just to check. It's like barely above. Now I take a more dense brush for the outer corners of my eyes. And I'm going to go into GNO, which is a little darker burnt orange color. So focusing on this outer V area, I'm just gonna create a little corner. It's almost like a wing. I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. I feel like I had a little too much product on there, so I'm going to try to blend it out. So I'm going to take a really fluffy brush to do the blending. I'm going to go into Note to Self, which is a really nice brown transition shade. And again, I'm going to focus on this outer V here and blend. Basically pushing it into the socket and blending. And bringing it towards the front. So as you can see, it's much more blended now and not as harsh. I'm going to do the same thing. Really focusing on this outer area and bringing it inwards. So when I'm looking at it, it looks pretty even, except I think this side has a little bit more, it's a little higher than this side. So I think I might need to add a little more brown on this side. Okay, so it's pretty much done. I think I'm going to add a little bit more to this inner corner here because it's looking a little washed out from the blending. In order to do that, I'm going to take this really flat brush and I'm going to go into Chauffeur, which is a sparkly version, and I'm going to put that in the front third of my lids. So I'm just going to pat this in the front corner area and blending it to make sure there's no harsh lines. This is pretty much the finished eyeshadow portion of the look. Now I'm going to do my eyeliner. Alright, this is really difficult to do on camera. So I usually start from the middle and then draw my wing out and then fill it in. Whew, okay, survived. Now I just need to do the other side. And for some reason on this eye, I start from the edge and go inwards. I don't know why. I feel like each eye is different and this one's always my problem one. Don't mind the heater that just turned on, but here is the eyeliner look. It's really hard to do on camera, but whatever, it is what it is. Lastly is mascara. I'm just going to curl them with my Shiseido eyelash curler and go in with my Maybelline, the Falsies waterproof mascara. In order to do that, I basically just curl them. Again, I feel like this eye is so much easier to do. For some reason, I can never get the eyelashes on my other one. And then when I take it out of the package, I get rid of some of the excess on this front end because I don't think I need it. And then I basically look at it at an angle so I can see my lashes, and then I just brush them. And then usually I curl it one more time. And with the excess, I do my bottom. So I totally thought I was filming, but I wasn't. But anyway, I basically went in with this Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in Echo Park, which I've used in multiple videos before. It's like this nice dusty rose mauve shade. And I did this thing that Hannah Lee did in a video where she basically like pats it onto her lips instead of swiping it, and I don't know what you guys think. It was a little messy. This is really pigmented. I feel like even if it's on my finger and I go anywhere, it'll be like, whoa, it's there. So yeah. Alright, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions or what you thought of the look. And if you want to see more makeup videos, let me know that in the comments below as well. Give this video a thumbs up so I know that I wasn't a total failure at doing this makeup. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.